this is going to be the bear position for internal rotation, external rotation. It's going to be a mobility maintenance like the hip car into a mobility expansion control after that. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit feet a little wider than shoulder width. This all depends on your current hip mobility. For me, I don't have very great hips, so I'm going to be closer, feet in line with the hips. And all I want you to do is feel your sit bones, so that bony part of your hip, on the ground. If you don't feel that, straighten your legs out a little bit more. Toes can come off the mat, the ground, that's totally okay. And all we're going to do is we're going to rock side to side. Nice and easy. Again, you shouldn't feel any pinching or pressure in the hips or the knees. If you do, stop just short of that motion. So now that the hips are a little bit more worn, we are going to start by trying to control the range of motion that you have right now. So I'm going to have you start all the way to one side. I'm going to start with my left side. You're going to stay in this position and you're going to move this knee into external rotation out as far as you can. When that gets to its maximum point, you are going to come to the center. So sit bones are on the floor again, and now we're going to keep reaching this to the ground as we rotate through. We're going to push the other side out, keep reaching, reaching, reaching. You should feel a stretch on the inside thighs. Glutes should be working pretty good. Reach, 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 come all the way through. And just kind of rotate through this nice and slow. You can isolate just one hip, say your left hip feels a little wonky today, and just out to the side, back down. So this is kind of like that capsular car. Here. Nice and easy. Okay, my hips feeling a little bit better, a little bit looser. Got a little more range. Now I can kind of continue through all the way. Do the same thing on the other side. Nice and slow. Making sure the hip is doing the work and you're not just letting gravity kind of pull it down and you're moving your back in all sorts of weird ways. From here, we can make this kind of an expansion, range of motion expansion drill for internal rotation for the most part. You can do external rotation, but I like doing this for internal rotation, especially people that get pain and pinching in that 90-90 position when we turn back this way, either at the hip or at the knee. What we're going to do here is I'm going to take my right side, we're going to focus on the right side first, and you're just going to drop it in towards the middle. Yes, I'm turning a little bit, I'm okay with that. Try to keep centered for the most part. No pinching in the hip, no pinching in the knee. And we're just going to hang out here. Hold it for 2 to 3 minutes. From here, we're going to do that push-pull. So you're going to use your hand as a block. You're going to push your foot or your knee out into your hand. So I'm here, hand blocks, I'm pushing at 10% effort, 30%, 50%. Now the outside of my hips are working pretty good. I'm going to hold it 70% effort for about 10 seconds. Hold for about 10 seconds. And now I want you to pull this knee closer to the ground. Again, no pinching, no pressure in the hip. If you do have pinching pressure, just come out of it a little bit and try to still use that inside thigh to pull to the ground. Just don't let everything follow with it. So I'm pulling, pulling, pulling. I feel the inside thigh working. Hold for 10 or 15 seconds. And now I can relax for a little bit. You might have a little bit of stretch on the back side of the hip, maybe a little bit in the front as well. You're going to push that right foot out, or right knee out, keep saying foot, right knee out into the hand. And pull down, down, down. So you should be going centimeters further, maybe millimeters further. The intention is to go further every single time. So I'm holding, I feel the outside of the hip working, inside thigh working, and now I can relax. One more time, you're going to push knee into the hand, 10%, 30%, 50%, 70% effort. Good, and pull down, 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 down. Again, no pain in the knee. If you do have pain in the knee, just back out a little bit and hold here, trying to get that inside thigh, outside hip, pulling you to the ground, and relax. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. If you do have one hip that's a little bit tighter than the other, spend some more time on the tighter hip. You don't have to do completely even reps on both sides. but it should be pretty close.